Joey, you kind of hit for the defensive cycle, so to speak, with the sack and strip and all that stuff. What does it mean to you to come up with a big game, especially on senior day?
Yeah, I mean, this is unreal. I was in the locker room walking out, and KG was standing right there, and we just looked at each other and we were just like, this is a great way to go out. Every senior, I think Titus had a good game. Pat's over there causing a fumble. I think the seniors really stepped up today, and I'm proud of all of them.
I think that's the most complete effort the defense has had this season.
I think the defense gives that for every game. But I think we put just everything together. We communicated well. We were in the right spot. I felt like almost every play. And, when we came over the sideline, everybody was just up. We were ready to go. When adversity hit in that first quarter, we were just, all right, let's go. So I think, that was just a great game by offense, defense, special teams, everybody.
How satisfying was it just to see the defense put together a complete performance? There's been a lot of talk past few weeks that you guys have been giving up a lot of yards and stuff like that, but just step up and not really allow a touchdown until the very end.
Yeah, they say we don't really read that kind of stuff, but we see it out there. We use that as motivation, and we came out here and we did what we had to do.
Given the stage, game day in the morning, and now the primetime slot tonight, what kind of statement did you guys make tonight?
I think it's a pretty big statement with college game day here. That was unreal. Waking up in the morning and, you dream that as a little kid, turning the TV on and seeing it's in Orlando on UCF's campus on Memory Mall. That was unreal. So, this was like a childhood dream for me. And I think when Lee Corso picked the Knights, the whole hallway erupted. We were out there celebrating the hallway. So it was a cool little moment for us.
Did you guys think you proved anything to the nation at large tonight with the game you guys played?
Yeah, I think so. I think we proved to the nation every single day. It's hard winning games. It's not an easy thing to do. We've won, I don't even know how many now, whatever it is, but we keep going 1-0, and that's all we can do, I guess.
You've had a lot of streaks during your career here, a lot of ups and downs. Just reflect on that.
Yeah, for sure. I came in, we won conference right off the bat. We were at a high coming off the US Bowl year, came in, won conference, and then, we had a down year. That was tough, but I think, my senior group, the senior group before us, we took it in and we wanted to build from that. We, took a lot of lessons from it. We came together as a group that next year, won a couple games, and, that next year we really came together as a brotherhood.
Joe, have you ever blocked a field goal before?
Actually, they gave AJ credit, which I'm going to give AJ credit to, but, if you see the picture. But I blocked a couple in high school. I did.
How much did the noise affect things, especially in the opening drive for Cincinnati? They were getting penalties like crazy.
Night Nation was unreal. That's the loudest I've ever, and even away games, when we were at Michigan, South Carolina, that's the loudest stadium I've ever been in. That was when we had 6 or 7 false starts, and that's all credit to them. They couldn't hear. I'm right there next to the center, and they're like yelling at each other. They don't know what's going on. That 3 off the bat, start the game. It was unreal. I give so much credit to them, and let's travel to Tampa next week and have the same outcome with them coming down there.
All right, Joey. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Joey.
Okay.
It's a big day for UCF. Game day in the morning, national TV tonight. Did UCF make a statement with this big win against Cincinnati?
I don't think so. We've made a statement since we played UConn. I guess you can just say we put the cherry on top for this game, and we got another game to finish and many more games to finish out this season. So I don't think we made a statement. We've been making statements since we stepped on the field versus UConn.
The running game wasn't as productive as usual tonight, but what does it say about this team that it can have maybe a down game in really one of its strengths and still dominate?
It says a lot that we're just not a one dynamic team. We can do multiple things, and we got a lot of weapons on this team. So you can't just scheme and set your defense up for just trying to contain Mckenzie, because he got a lot of athletes on this team that can get the ball in their hands and make a lot of plays. And just playing in this offense is great and it's phenomenal. And playing behind Mckenzie and this coaching staff, they put us in position to make great plays like we did tonight and each and every night when we step on the field.
That second touchdown of yours, Mckenzie scrambles, slips it off to you, and then did you notice the guy kind of fly by you as you made that cut?
I did notice that. You always want to make a couple guys miss. You don't want to let that guy get a one-on-one tackle with you, because I know I'm going to hear it from my teammates on the sideline and everyone else. So I just love making plays and helping my team win.
Adrian, huge game here tonight. Another huge game here in 2 weeks. In between, you've got a rivalry game, but there's nothing really at stake. How do you guys maintain the intensity level?
Just keep the same mantra that we've been doing since Coach Hypo stepped on campus. Just going 1-0 each and every week and taking it day by day and not taking any day for granted. Practice, we have a lot of energy in practice, and we enjoy going at it with each other in practice, and it shows that the more we go at it in practice, we want to take that energy out on guys on the field to our opponents. So just like the mantra says, go 1-0. We did that today. We're going to continue doing that.
Do you have to approach
Couple more here.
Do you have to approach that South Florida game with the thought that maybe they kind of want some revenge after that classic game you guys had last year?
I just see it as another game, and I hope my teammates does as well because they put their pads on just like we do, and they want our head, and we want theirs too. So may the best team win.
What'd you think about this day for UCF in general? Were you able to maybe watch a little bit of College Game Day, and then what'd you think of obviously the atmosphere tonight?
I did watch College Game Day. I believe we made history, but the attendance that was out there for College Game Day, our fans showed up and they showed out, and they at College Game Day, and they did the same exact thing at the bounce house tonight. Starting off the game, they got a lot of penalties for us, and I'm pretty sure the defense loved that, and I loved that I was on the sideline hype for the defense and in the crowd. So shout out to Nice Nation. We love you, and we're going to keep this ball rolling.
All right.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Thanks, AK. What does it mean to you, to guys like yourself and Joey and Pat, just to produce and have really big games here on Senior Day?
It means a lot, man, just knowing where we come from. 0-12 season, that was our freshman year. So, I mean, just having that on our belt, having that chip on our shoulder, it drives us, and we came and showed out tonight.
Joey said, some of the chatter of recent weeks, obviously people talk about the offense, but there's kind of been talking down you guys on defense. You've given up a lot of yards just to step up and pretty much shut those guys down until the very end. What does that say? Did that make a statement?
Well, last week, like you said, we gave up a lot of yards, and our fire was hot from the get-go this week, starting this week. And just having that chip on our shoulder, like I said, the whole week we get in the meeting room and we just talk it out like, yo, man, this is all we got. We're gonna give it all we got, and we're gonna handle business, and we did that tonight.
For you personally, Titus, I saw you pull a few guys over. I saw you doing some hot spin moves. You were kind of doing both aspects with speed and strength. Going into the game, though, you were on the bus. You were kind of in the whole experience for the game day thing. Did that help stretch you to give a better performance tonight?
That was fun. It was great. I mean, that was something that I always look forward to, and thanks, man. And thanks to Andy. And I mean, that was like a childhood dream of mine, but honestly, I knew, this was a big stage tonight, and I wanted to give it my all and show out. So, I mean.
You think this is a defense's best performance so far?
I'll let you guys decide that, but, I mean, we had a good game.
Could you tell that the noise really was affecting their offense?
Definitely, yeah. So, like, the first drive, before the ball even snapped, we got a couple penalties, backed those guys up, and we knew it was because of how loud the stadium was. And just seeing that, seeing the guard every play tap his center because he can't hear his quarterback, it was, that was a big thing for us. So, I mean, just having our fans come out and show out like they did was awesome.
Given the stage and game day in the morning and the game here at night nationwide, and then you come out on senior night and have 3 sacks, when you're done playing at UCF, where do you think this will rank as far as your most memorable moments, most memorable days?
This would definitely be one of them because we just signed the deal to go back to the championship. Something that one of our goals, and we've reached that. I'm just happy that I could be a big part of that and help out. So, I mean, definitely one of my most memorable moments.
Couple more here.
You guys,
Can you kind of reflect on, you went through a scary situation, I think you were a junior in high school maybe with the appendix? To be where you are now, it's just...
Right. When I was in 10th grade, I had appendicitis, my appendix ruptured. And I didn't know, honestly, I just thought, I don't know if I could say this, but I thought I was constipated for a couple of days, and my appendix was actually rupturing, and when I got to the hospital, it had ruptured. It was a Sunday, March 10th. It was a Sunday, and when it happened, I didn't know it was happening. Like I said, I tried to use the bathroom numerous times. It wouldn't come out. So my mom and dad went to church on a Sunday morning, left me home, hoping that I would feel better. And then when they left, I got up to use the bathroom one more time, and I couldn't go. And then I couldn't even make it to the toilet, and I ended up balling up on the floor. Couldn't move, and I couldn't make it to the phone, but I was the only one at home, so it was scary to me, and I was just like freaking out because I'm a young kid, I'm in 10th grade, so I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. So I ended up crawling all the way to the phone, called my mom and dad a couple times. They didn't answer because the church service was actually going on. And then finally my mom, I think my dad picked up and rushed home. By this time I had a lot of pus that went all over my abdomen. Rushed me to the hospital. The hospital didn't they didn't drain all the pus out of my abdomen, so I ended up having to stay in the hospital for at least a month. I didn't eat or drink anything for 2 weeks probably, and I was just living off of IV. Casey. Yeah. I was living off of IV. I lost probably like 30 pounds. I had a lot of offers that backed off of me, a lot of stuff, man. Just to bounce back from that, I know God is good, man. I feel like He has a plan for my life. So
I wonder if, because you said the team's backed off of you because of this. So when you go out there, do you use that as motivation?
During the week, of course, that's a part of my field. That's one of the reasons why I wake up every morning and keep doing what I do. People don't understand that this is a hard game. People don't understand the preparation that goes into the game. So I mean, just being level-headed and having things that, like I said, a chip on my shoulder as far as just me. It drives me and keeps me going.
All right, Titus, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
What? Huh? Oh, no, that was my auntie from back home. She's calling me. I tried hitting the ignore, but I don't know. Somehow sorry.
How would you grade your performance tonight after the fumble in the beginning, kind of slow start?
Yeah, I think it took a series or two to get my feet settled. There's a lot of energy in that stadium tonight. Very thankful for Night Nation. Sold out crowd is electric there. But I thought I missed some things. I'd say maybe like a B, C+. Thought we left some points out there, but I thought I did a good job seeing the pressures they were bringing, getting us in the right protections and that kind of stuff. So that's a testament to being in the film room and having a game plan going in, and when it comes into fruition, it's a beautiful thing.
Mckenzie, the exposure you guys got on game day and then winning a game like this against a ranked opponent on prime time, what do you think this whole day meant to you guys?
It means a lot. I think it meant a lot to the university as well. And, it's been a long time coming, something like this, a game of this magnitude. And we're just grateful, we seized the opportunity and we played a good ball game on all three phases. But all it means for us, we're 1-0, and we got a big rivalry game next week, and then we're rolling to the conference championship.
Did you guys feel like maybe that because of everything going on in the crowd, the size crowd, did you guys feel that maybe you're a little bit amped up, going out there to start things off? Maybe that's why.
I don't know. They made a good defensive play on the first one. They brought a pressure. We missed it, and that's football. You're backed up, and it's a strip sack touchdown. It's not ideal way to start the game, but I'm sure they were amped up too because it's the biggest game of the year for them as well. So they played hard, we played hard, and the better team won today.
What did a nationwide audience learn about UCF tonight?
I said out there, a lot of talk's been about our defense, and they played their best game of the year, and that's what I see from them day in and day out in practice. And they tackled great, they rallied to the ball, they got the turnovers that we needed, and they just played a phenomenal game from start to finish. They only gave one touchdown, and that was even with sometimes Cincinnati had good field position. They just played their butts off and they rallied to the ball, and it was just a great game.
Mckenzie, how are you feeling in those first couple of drives? And what did someone tell you, or what did you do to move past that?
We always just focus on playing the next play. Obviously we didn't start out how we wanted to start, but our defense did a good job of keep getting 3 and outs, keep getting us the ball back, and we finally started to hit our rhythm in the middle of the first quarter. So nobody really said anything to me. you know, I know what to do. I know my job, and we played together, and I think that was the main thing.
Mckenzie, it seems like you're not really ever scared to run the ball. Do you ever think you need to be more conservative and protect yourself a little bit better in those situations?
Yeah, maybe. Should probably slide a little more, but I'm gonna fight for my team. I'm gonna give all I got, because those guys do the same thing for me. So, you know, football is a collision sport, and you know you're gonna get hit. So I'm not too worried about it.
Kenny, there was a lot of talk today on game day about you guys' schedule. Herb Street says you guys need to beat somebody. I guess you beat somebody today.
Yeah, I mean, like I said last week, you know, people think games are easy to win. They're not. You know, West Virginia fell off today to Oklahoma State. You know, week in and week out, you can get beat if you don't come to play. So, you know, I think our conference is a very good conference. I think there's very good teams from top to bottom. And, I think just not as a program we feel slighted. I think as a whole conference we kind of feel slighted.
Do you think you changed anyone's minds about UCF with the performance tonight?
We'll find out. We'll find out come Tuesday, right?
Kirk Herbstreit also said that you were a quarterback that always seems to have answers on the field. To hear somebody who's been critical of you at the same time still pay you a compliment like that, what does that mean?
You know, I have a lot of respect for Kirk. He's a big face in college football, and he's great at what he does. And, you know, it means a lot getting a compliment from him like that. But, you know, all the answers are my teammates around me. You know, I can dump a ball off to AK and he'll go scoop for a 30-yard touchdown. Those guys make it a lot easier on me.
Two more. What was it feeling like knowing that after you struggled a little bit, coming down, scoring on that drive, putting up 70 yards, what was that feeling like in front of such an electric crowd?
It's always fun scoring in front of Night Nation. You know, it's an adrenaline rush, and, you know, that's why I look forward to Saturdays and Friday nights.
What's it mean to repeat as these division champs?
It's huge, man. Especially from where this program's come. You know, it's just getting started. I think we're just scratching the surface, and you know, UCF's gonna be good for a very, very long time.
Did you hear from any Notre Dame people after you were quoted as saying that you guys were beating Notre Dame?
Yeah, I heard from a lot. Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
I do.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.